Hey, what is good? What is good? What is good, beautiful people? Of course, you know who I is, the good doc, Dr. Mike, back again, once again, with another classic and intriguing video for you guys today. I'm going to skip the formalities. You already know, like, subscribe, everything listed in the links in the description area below. I wanted to share with you guys this quick story, some food for thought, of course, brought to you by the good doc, Dr. Mike TV. I once knew a girl who was ashamed to tell me what her work was, but I could not understand why. Again, once knew a young lady who was very scared, shy, timid, and fearful to tell me what her work was, and I could not for the life of me understand why. Let me lay the foundation for you and tell you a quick story. Like I said, I knew a girl. I chatted her up for quite some time, and just somebody that I wanted to get to know. In the series of many questions that we normally ask Filipinas, one of the questions that I did ask was, "What is your work?" And every single time I asked that question, she said, "I will tell you later." And of course, I really didn't mind it when she said it, but in the back of my mind, it always stuck with me. You understand? It always stuck with me when she said it. So what I did know was that she worked at night, because she did mention that. And like I said, this could mean any number of things. Maybe she was a lady of the night, which was my first thought. Maybe she worked at a call center, anything like that. These are the jobs that normally come to mind as it pertains to women that work in the evening time. But after asking her again, being the inquisitive person that I am, she finally opened up and told me. And this is what she told me. She says, "I don't want you to judge me, but I am a massage therapist, aka a masseuse." So after, that heart pounding, waiting for that text to come through, and I calmed down, I asked her why was she so embarrassed or scared to tell me that she was a masseuse or a massage therapist. And she came out with a very honest answer. She says, every time that I tell a foreigner, or normally when I tell foreigners that I'm a massage therapist and that this is my job, they kind of look at her differently, as if she is one of those happy ending type of young ladies. And she doesn't want to be viewed in that particular light. And when she told me that, I finally understood. Because when it comes to most foreigners, not talking to you specifically, but the majority, foreigners are prone to preconceived notions about things, especially as it relates to Asian women. You hear massage therapist and maybe the mind triggers happy ending and all of that extra stuff. So when she finally told me, she told me where she worked at. I went to her job, to get a massage myself. Doc's all about making sure, people stay fed. I didn't have a problem going there and visiting her, saying hi, get a massage myself. And again, she worked at a reputable establishment that had a chain of massage places throughout the city. So, she was really legit with it. Where she worked at, they did not have private rooms, but instead they had like curtains, like these very thin curtains. They were dark but thin curtains that could separate the beds where the foreigners, or not the foreigners, but where the customers were being serviced in. So it's not as if you had a private room and, you could avoid anything or try anything in that particular nature. Basically, there was no real way you could get away with much in a place like that, and this is the same for many other establishments that I visited in the Philippines as well. When she told me about it and we talked a while, I guess it was easy for me to see why she would be scared to tell a foreigner what her work is. Again, for fear of being prejudged about her job. Let me, I'm guilty of that too. I'm not gonna lie, and I want you guys to let me know if you're prone to doing this as well. Because I know, like I said, for myself, I'm prone to doing it from time to time. If a woman tells me she's a nurse, I think about a nice evening with me and her and that nurse's uniform on. My mind goes to these places. If she's a security guard, I definitely imagine a nice night with some handcuffs and some freaky stuff. It's just me, and it's my nature. So I can get how she may be hesitant to tell foreigners about what her, work is, and that's when you finally understand whenever women try to divulge certain information, as it pertains to what their job is. But again, like I said, we're prone to it. And if this is the case for you, I say you just keep those thoughts to yourself. And, maybe in the future, maybe we shouldn't be so quick to judge. For those of us that do judge, preconceived judge based off of what they tell us what the job is, maybe we should scale back on that every now and again. I think that will give us a chance to really get to know people. But again, it's very hard, especially as it pertains to foreigners and, triggers and whatnot. When you hear about certain jobs, your mind naturally goes that direction. You can't help it. That's just the best way for me to put it. Just some food for thought. Just wanted to let you guys know, maybe we, myself included, we shouldn't be so quick to judge these young ladies on what their jobs are. And it's not necessarily judging them, but basically when we hear what their work is, thinking that, oh, they are the types of people that do this, this, and this. Not saying that you're going to come out and tell her that she's bad and she does this, and this, but your mind is going to naturally trigger towards those particular thoughts, okay? Because anytime, and I can almost guarantee, and you can tell me if I'm lying, but every time somebody hears that a Filipina, maybe an Asian woman in general, is a massage therapist, please, I think I would be foolish to believe that none of you think about happy endings off the top of your head. I'm sorry. You can't convince me otherwise. I'm sorry. I'm just not going to believe it. All right, you could try. Leave it in the comment section below. Try to convince me that that's not one of the first thoughts that come to your head when it comes to a woman telling you that she works in the massage therapy industry. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just some food for thought brought to you by the Good Doc, Dr. Mike TV. Thumbs up on the video, like, subscribe, take care of everything that the Good Doc needs you to. With that being said, the Good Doc is officially out. At least nako pa alam, which means I am going now. Bye-bye. As always, love you guys. Mahal kita, mabuhay. Peace.